Batman. This is like our third Batman show in a way, on Meet the Biz. We were blessed, we have been blessed with having two of the cast members from the television series Batman on Meet the Biz. And I mean, two of the leads and my two favorites. It's quite interesting when you really go for something that you really love to do. And Batman was and still is one of my favorite TV shows of all time, as you know. And I grew up every week watching this show on TV and waiting for who's going to be the next villain. You know, everybody was excited about that. And even more than that, when was Catwoman going to appear? I had the biggest crush on Catwoman. It was one of my two major crushes on that show, as you probably heard when I talked to Burt Ward when he came in, and Julie Newmar. We were blessed with both of them, and they're both incredibly loving and incredibly talented in what they do. It's like, as we know, Burt now has this amazing dog food that heals and keeps dogs and animals alive longer through the nutrients of the food. And then, of course, Julie Newmar, who visited with us. Oh, stunning beauty, stunning heart, and to go through life and find out and learn more about each person. That's one of the things that I do, you know, when I throw out, we can't call them assignments, but when I throw out fun things to do in relationship to Performing Arts Studio West, about write something about how you feel. What is your favorite movie and why? Why does it make it your favorite movie? What has it formed in you? How does it create you? Or the song, your favorite song. This feeds you as well as the people around you. And it's a challenge. It's a challenge and a growth period for you to become even a better artist. Even simple questions like that. And through Batman, I always loved that show. And I mean, I'm gonna go right now just to show you, or to not show you, but tell you. I mean, let's start with Catwoman, since she's one of my favorite. And whenever a movie would come out too, who's gonna be playing Catwoman? You know, it's sort of like James Bond. Who's the James Bond theme? You know, you have I can't wait to hear the new song or this or that. But Catwoman, I mean, Julie Newmar, as we know, and we have, again, had the pleasure of having her with Meet the Biz. And then we had Lee Merriweather actually come to Meet the Biz as well. She wasn't interviewed online, but she came to teach a class with us. And to have her, I mean, Miss America. I mean, you know, I was talking about what Burt did, you know, Julie, I mean, the history of film and TV that she has, and Lee Merriweather, the television that she has, beside just being on that. You know, this is just a lesson plan kind of thing to let everybody know about, you know, You do one piece and then you do another. It's building blocks, and not just building blocks, it's a journey. It's the journey. It's not you're waiting to get this or waiting to get that. Some people live by that, but if you're living the life and exploring it, it can be so amazing. I mean, of course, Adam West is Batman, and Burt Ward is as Robin. The Joker, Cesar Romero, oh, incredible, incredible. And even, I know that, and so many people know this, about he painted right over his mustache. He didn't want to lose that mustache of his while he was doing this. And it worked. People loved it. Frank Gorshin is the Riddler, and there were several Riddlers too. Burgess Meredith is the Penguin. I mean, people like Bruce Lee was in that. Milton Berle, Roddy McDowell. Yeah, I'm looking at all this cast right in front of me. Joan Collins, Eli Wallach. I mean, Barbara Rush, Zsa Zsa Gabor. And some people are going, huh? And that's the thing about when I was growing up. As an artist, I would love to find out about. I grew up loving all these people, and to keep them alive by speaking their names. Shelley Winters. Oh my God! Look at this. Otto Preminger. These are names you could look up and see some of their work. I mean, these were I don't want to say the meat and potatoes, but that's what I was thinking about. They were solid actors. They were amazing people and amazing artists. And that's what made Batman so fun. They got such a plethora, as we know, that's my favorite word, a plethora of artists to make this show so incredible. I mean, I could talk so much about Batman, and that you can look up some of the meetings where people would talk about it, or they have groups, or they'd be on stage, and it's so fun to explore. And even more than that, I mean, if I didn't have a lot of myself in storage right now, I would get out my Batman box set. For years we wanted it, and it finally came out. And to watch those episodes again is just like magic. It brings back the childhood. I have a clip today, one clip. We showed a clip of when Robin came on, and when Julie Newmar came on, we showed a clip of her as Catwoman. But there was another Catwoman that I haven't mentioned yet, who was also an amazing, brilliant Catwoman. And when she came on, it made so much sense, because a cat has 9 lives, right? So they could have had 9, if they went on for 9 seasons, they could have had 9 different Catwomen in a way. But it was such a joy to have the 3 that they had. One was Lee Merriweather, was in the Batman movie from the 60s. And Eartha Kitt. I didn't do it with the intensity she does. She had it in her soul, I can do the variation. Anyway, here is a clip of Eartha Kitt as Catwoman, and one of her nasty fiends of a friend. Enjoy.
You want a lift, big boy?
Make it look good, Catwoman. Put a gun on me the way we planned. They're probably watching us.
Get in this car or I'll blow whatever little brains you have out.
She's kidnapping me! Honest!
I love that here comes a car and it's a cat car. I mean, with the tail and the whiskers, and Eartha she was so sexy. She was a different Catwoman. Each one of them, even into the movies, each one of them were played differently, just like cats. Persian cats, they're black cats, they're what are the cats called when they're shaved? Um, I just thought of an idea about a cat woman movie with cat women, with all different kinds of cat women, the cat women school. This is the creative mind that you can create your own stories from. So since Catwoman was one of my favorite, that's why I wanted to show you that one clip. Um, and then you could go back and watch the interview that we had with Julie Newmar and see some of the clips of her. I was so connected in some way to that. Strong and beautiful women. Something about them as I was growing up was very powerful to me. I felt like in a way I was a mix of Batman, a mix of Robin, and a mix of Catwoman, or one of the villains. I like Roddy McDowall when he played, what did he play? Bookworm? Was he Bookworm? Let me look. Roddy McDowall. Let me just be sure. See, when I find these things out that I remember it, it makes me so happy because it's like, see, David? You're the Bookworm. So I'm glad to have presented this week as a week of 5 of my favorite TV shows of all time. Just to give you a taste of it and say, hey, maybe I'll go on YouTube now, or maybe I'll go on Amazon and rent the episodes and binge watch. I mean, there are a lot of Batman episodes, but you could see those over a few weeks. You could see all of these shows that I talked about this week, and all of them are individual, but all of them are connected. I mean, if you think about Joan Collins, she was in American Horror Story. She was in Star Trek. You know, I'm thinking about all the different shows that I have watched over the years that shaped me as an artist. And that is one reason why I, again, say to you, what are some of your favorite shows? And if you figure out why they are your favorite shows, or you search for them a little, you can create and grow your own characters, and they become deeper. And on that note, off to the Batmobile.